David will be along later with the weekend weather details, but first, the Channel Island news with Emma.
Good evening.
For tanker which sank near the coast of Alderney.
There's been a few different faces over the years too.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Guernsey has
The look of Spotlight, though, is evolving, thanks to almost £1 million of investment.
The audience will notice a big change on screen. I don't want to spoil the surprise ahead of Monday's programme, but we have got a state-of-the-art television set that is in similar vein to all of the other BBC News sets around the British Isles. And the exciting thing is that for the very first time, viewers in the Channel Islands will feel as much a part of the BBC nationally as they do locally.
New beginnings then, but a touch of nostalgia too.
There's been some really good times, but we've also had some quite fraught times on the drive up to Fremont in the car, especially when, you know, we've got a deadline. Because of the distance from the newsroom to the studio at Fremont, we have to do a bit of a drive, and at 6 o'clock, you know, the traffic's quite busy, so, you know, on the odd occasion, it's been quite stressful getting all the way up here.
BBC bosses are keeping the new studio under wraps until Monday, so tune in at 6:30 to find out where Emma and co are heading.
And Hamish is on a bridge above the M5 tonight in Devon. Hamish, is there any explanation as to why some businesses are suffering this year?
It's time to join the BBC's news teams across the United Kingdom. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Good evening and welcome to Spotlight on Monday, the 22nd of August.
The headlines tonight. A language lost. Is there a future for Sark's native tongue? Is cricket the island's top sport?
Also tonight, a cookery class with a difference, turning vegetable oil into cheap car fuel. And struggling to compete, top surfers call for more funding.
Coming up later, a full weather forecast from David, but first the Channel Island news with Emma.
Good evening. Sark's traditional language could be lost in just over a generation. Only 15 people in the islands are still fluent in Sark's patois, and there are concerns that it will gradually die out. It's just one area to be explored through the BBC's Voices Prime, but there are some things that you won't have seen. Don't worry, because we're going to take you on a quick tour of our new studio and gallery. Following a fond farewell to the television studio at Fremont, BBC Spotlights kept its new state-of-the-art studio and gallery under wraps, until now. The final preparations are in place and the brand new studio is bright and airy. The new gallery is at the heart of our news output, and the Spotlight team have been working hard to get to grips with the new equipment. And so it's all systems go as we continue to bring you the local stories that affect you and keep you updated with what's going on in the Channel Islands. The only difference now is we're doing it from our new state-of-the-art studio and gallery.